God, this gimbal is horrible. Hello, somebody's in here. Welcome in. I'm here at O.P. Schnabel Park. Hello, Bud Files. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Sock Monkey. I'm probably going to have to upgrade a gimbal eventually if I'm going to keep doing this. Yeah, this one is a little too finicky. Like right there, I mean, it kind of moved on its own. Get it straightened out. Nope. And you know, Sock, that I've been on much more difficult than a paved trail. Yeah, I'm here at O.P. Schnabel Park. It's part of the city of San Antonio Parks. Got some nice trees. Things are starting to leaf out because of spring and warm weather. Actually, I did a video on this park of the neighborhood walks and hikes. See, this thing's tilting on its own and wants to fight with me. See if I can level this thing out. If not, I'm just gonna go for him. No, even though I'm connected to its app right now. Doesn't want to cooperate. I'll do the best I can freehand. Hello, Miss Kayak from Miss Kayak 7 Seas. Enjoy your dinner, but thank you for coming in. I don't know how well the camera is picking this up, but there is a cardinal. Hello, Flo Farm, welcome in. Hello, Out and About Mandy, welcome in. What's interesting, that is actually a grapevine. Yes, it is. It feels like it's in the 60s, sunny. Really nice day to be out. Hello, Kissy Cat, Texas Donkey. Welcome in. Yeah, it's beautiful here in San Antonio, too. That's a big pile of flood debris. I only saw one other person out on these trails. Hello, Audra. Welcome in. Yeah, I decided to get out to a park. Wanted to use my obsolete gimbal for this, but it didn't want to cooperate. Oh, it's MND. Okay. Yeah, actually a fairly beautiful park, and all around it is an urban area. Got some nice oak trees, cedar elm. Excuse me. Last time I visited this park, I saw a lot of deer right at the trailhead. Yeah, these trails kind of sit in a dry creek bed. Yeah, I do too. I think they're beautiful animals. Hey, Jason, welcome in. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you Friday at Palmetto State Park. You know, Jason, most of the time I'm hiking, I'm the one leading on the trail, but I have never been on any of the trails at that park. So Troy from Adventure America will be leading us along. And he was recommending the San Marcos River Trail. Yeah, if any of y'all have Jason's channel, do so. He has some really good content on his channel. Yeah, I hope that watching that video made you hungry for tacos. You know, I got a kick out of one of the comments. It was from Tony Walsh. God, what's his channel name? Rand's Farm, or I'll think of it in here in a little bit. But he made a comment. It was all in fun, but he said that with Joanne on the video, it brought to my channel. Yeah, I had a little dropping signal. Right here is the creek bed. Imagine in some stormy weather, this thing would be roaring. Yeah, I know that, Dennis. You would think, being in an urban area, I wouldn't be losing signal. Kind of running into the sun. Should catch a shady area here soon. Oh, certainly, Miss Kaya. I saw some bluebonnets on the highway, side of the highway. I haven't seen any of them in this park. Yeah, it looks like the mountain laurels are spent on their flowers. Yes, so am I, Jason. I've only drove through it because we had just came back from the Texas Tribal Buffalo Project, their ranch in Wilder, Texas, and it was on the way back. Yeah, also Troy was saying meet there around 10 o'clock. Yeah, what I'm seeing here, it's more of a woodland. So I don't believe there will be much on bluebonnets back in here. Kind of a dirt trail that way. Looks like a game trail. Yeah, it looks like this path curves around, so I'm going to be heading into the sun a little bit, but once I make the turn, the sun will be at my back. Yeah, I'm seeing on the screen the sun coming in and out. Yeah, right up here is Bandera Road. It's a busy highway. Hello, Steph. Welcome in. Good to see you. And looking at the vegetation, I'm also thinking it's kind of a mix of the Texas Hill Country and the South Texas Brush Country. And that tree is everybody's nemesis, and everybody in Texas nemesis during the wintertime. It's a wintertime pollinator. It's the tree I famously whack with my walking stick to make the pollen fly. Hello, Veronica. Welcome in. Good to see you. Of course, the camera's not doing this justice, and I do like these trees in this area. That is Texas live oak. Thank you, Stephanie. Actually, really nice paved trail in this park. Very accessible. And this park is also dog friendly. But I didn't bring Jackie Boy with me. I have another destination I'm going to be back after a while. Got a trail runner. I'm going to give him room. Hey, how are you? That gentleman was, oh, the deal. I don't know if y'all saw it or if I got the camera right then. Oh, there he is. That's probably a doe and an older fawn. Well, at least this park didn't disappoint on deer. But time I did a video on this park, I saw a bunch of deer. Of course, I was there much earlier in the day when I did that video. Hello, Minty Cactus. Welcome in. Good to see you. Be hard to see right here, but the trunk of this live oak is probably a good, I'm gonna guess about 6 to 8 feet in diameter. Yes, you should step. It does make a difference. But I know what it's like when you're trying to juggle things with work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Todd told me his story on what he had to do. In fact, he made huge lifestyle changes. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Hello, Troy, and welcome in. Yeah, I was just talking about our visit to Palmetto State Park because Jason was on here earlier, and I'd mentioned about that. Mentioned to him about what time we're going to be at the park. Oh, cool, Jason's still here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting both of y'all at Palmetto. Thank you, Stephanie. Comes Trail Runner again. I'm gonna give him some room. I was making some time. Hello, Winnie. Is Winnie Minty Cactus? Kind of pacing myself and stopping in the shadows. At least I can see the chat that way. That's a bummer. I gotta watch having fat fingers and getting them in the view of the camera. Yeah, off over here, there's a ball field, a soccer field, baseball field, and a soccer field, playground, I believe a swimming pool. So, really nice park. And I think the city of San Antonio does a great job with their local parks and their greenways. Hello, Deb and Mike. Hello, Deb. Good to see you. Yeah, Joanne's not with me right now, but I'm going to catch up with her in a while. I see a dirt trail and I'm always tempted to go down it. Hello, Winnie. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, how are you? Yeah, that looks like a nice trail back in the woodland. I do think now I need to upgrade on the gimbal so when I do lives, that one gimbal leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, this is entrance road to the park. Yes, Troy, tell Angela I said hi. Yes, go for it. And also on a walk is a great place to do a live. Hello, Angela. We're going to also get a closer look to what's in this park. If there aren't a bunch of people using some of the other facilities. Yeah, there's children using the soccer field, so I'm not going to go up that way. It's like a basketball court. Yes, and there is a swimming pool here. Baseball diamond further down, a playground. There's even the YMCA. Hello, Rowdy, welcome in. Let me see if I'm tempted to do a little off trail. I know I saw some further back, but wonder if there's some a little closer. I know I'm I am going over the same ground I covered. Hello, Manenstein, welcome in. Gotta be up ahead where I saw some of the dirt trails, probably game trails. There are a lot of deer in this park. Hello, Gig Life. Good afternoon. Welcome in. That must be a YouTube issue. Yeah, one of these spots earlier, I did lose signal. I haven't seen that happen here recently. Good. How are you? Good. Okay, Valerie, welcome in. Good to see you. And I will see you on your live a little bit later. That's a bit cool, Rowdy. Cool, but not bad. Some ball moss. You can see that ball moss all on these tree limbs. Yeah, I think we'll have some coolish days, but if we're getting really cold anymore in this area, I pretty much think we're over. Unfortunately, what comes for us is the heat. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I went to the left earlier, but there's a trail to the right. I didn't go up this way. Deb, I'm at O.P. Schnabel Park in northwestern San Antonio. Well, yes, I like the gardening, gardening, and with Rowdy, it's farming. Still, the principles are the same, I would guess. But some really cool stuff. It's all through the woods, but I'm coming out near the outfield of the baseball diamond. Imagine if I looked around in the brush, I'd find some baseballs. I doubt if the camera's picking it up, but there's a deer in the wooded area here. It don't like me coming back in the... There it goes. Said, oh no, you're not coming back here, I'll just take off. Yeah, the fire ants are a pain, but they did manage to do one thing. They didn't completely get rid of them, but they did a lot of damage to the tick population. Well, I got a couple more deer. In fact, 4. Kind of amazing because right here, just right on the edge of the city, there's soccer field, looks like soccer practice. Hello. Yeah, I missed some of the chat. I was getting glared out. That looks like the parking lot to the baseball field. There's the other baseball field, and looks like they're jumbo Little League and a Pee Wee League. get over into the shady area again. Feels like the breeze is picking up. Yeah, this is a section I've never walked through, so not certain what to expect. Oh, there's a parking lot that way. A lot of downed wood basketball courts that way. Kind of looks like the picnic area here. Not for a deer, that's being really close. Slow down, let's see how. Couple fawns back there. Yeah, there is a pool here. I mentioned that earlier. Another playground up that way. I'm gonna head up a little further. It looks like there may be more trails out here. That is a type of yucca. It's the Opeschnabel Park trailhead. and the Leon Creek Greenway. Yeah, some Leon Creek Greenway trail information. Trail is 18 miles long. Guess we're kind of halfway through this. Hello, Randy Luck, and welcome in. Yeah, and this is showing all the greenways in San Antonio. You know, I've been on parts of the Leon Creek Greenway, the Medina River Greenway, but the others I haven't been on. And also, it has some intersections with some of the city parks. I've been to the Ingram Transit Center, of course, Hero P. Schnabel Park, Bamberger Park, Cathedral Rock Park, Eisenhower Park. Very nice trail system. Dog friendly is always nice. Hello, Tornado Garden, welcome in. Had anybody popped up in chat that I missed, it's not intentional. Just sometimes the sun darkens out the screen. Okay, I did say off trail. Time to do it. Gotta watch the roots and some loose rock. But, you know, as many of y'all know, I'm an avid hiker, so I'm used to it. But the thing is, well, good night, Stephanie, and I'm glad you came in. No, this is nicer than just a, yeah, if I spot some, I will. And now that you mention it, they're kind of small, but there's some prickly pear cactus. But this is more of a woodland. But there are going to be cactus mixed in here. The other thing, I have no idea where this leads to. Hello again, Tiffany. Welcome in. You know, this place would be good in the summer because it would be well shaded. Looks like, I think this is a combination of both a watercourse that has become a trail too. Too bad I can't go live at some of the other places I go hiking at. I simply would not have a signal. Oh yeah, have fun in nature. That's one of the plants I've done some foraging with. It's called agarita. It puts on an edible berry, kind of sweet and sour. Also, this small tree with smoother bark, that is a Texas persimmon, and does put on a edible fruit, I think late summer, early fall. The agarita here will be, this one doesn't look like it put anything on it, but it would be early spring, early to mid-spring. Yeah, I was using my gimbal, but I think the gimbal I had is not a very good one, so I think I need to upgrade. Right now I'm doing this freehand. Now, this is one of my favorite, it's either a shrub or a small tree. It's Texas mountain laurel, and it puts on a bean. Well, when it puts on its flowers, and it's a winter flowering plant, smells like grape candy. But the beans themselves, the native cultures would use it for a couple things. The red beans are decorative, so they would use it ornamentally. And I'm thinking, but I'm not sure, but it may have been used ritually. Please don't quote me on this, because the red beans contain mescaline. And Randy, I haven't run into any more cactus here. No, I'm sure it's out here. Right here is the twisted leaf yucca. I'm not certain of any of its uses. I'll have to check into it. The laurels, no, they're not an oak. They're in the bean and pea family. But here's a Texas live oak. And I mentioned the prickly pear earlier. The young pads are edible, and plus the flowers are edible. No, I'm gonna be kind of going to the sun again. Nope. It said nope, it ran off. Okay, here's a better example of the Agarita. Still has some blooms. Looks like the other blooms have spent. Lady coming up with their dog, at least it's dog friendly. Of course, one of our ongoing jokes is we call this an old man bench. Yep, fat fingers. Monkeys swinging through here. More like a place for Bigfoot. And it hasn't leafed out yet, and all of y'all in South Texas know what that is. That is the honey mesquite. The beans are edible. Gotta do a little bit of processing with them. Hey, how are you doing? All right, Randy, you mentioned about cactus. I was looking for this one. This is the Tasajillo cactus. It does put on a red edible berry, but it's got some vicious tiny thorns in it. Well, so does the prickly pear. Hello.
And then I could have looked at it.
Well, I'm getting back to the parking lot. It's not the parking lot my truck's parked in. And I've been on this live for almost an hour and 10 minutes. They got a good walk in with it too.
Does he?
He told me the other day.
Yeah, I gotta make my way down to the other parking lot. But going this long, and I think I've had about enough of holding this phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. I'd like to thank everybody who came in and joined us live. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone.